Hi, we're here at the 2023 Property Portal Watch Conference in Madrid, and I'm here with Matt from eMediaLinks. So Matt, thank you very much for coming to the conference. Thank you for sponsoring the conference, and it's great to have you once again here.
Thank you. It's our third conference this year. They've been fantastic. Each one's better and better, so thank you for having us.
No. Well, it's a pleasure to put these things on. What does eMediaLinks do?
Well, eMediaLinks is a global real estate marketing company, and we promote real estate online and offline through our strategic partners globally.
Okay. So you're really thinking about cross-border transactions?
Correct, yes.
Can you give us an example of that?
Cross-border deal would be, we'd have a partnership where a developer or builder would promote on a portal such as in Singapore, exposing the builder to the Singapore audience, and the audience then could have a possibility to transact and purchase a property, let's say North America.
Okay, so you're like the glue between the provider, in this case a listing, okay, a North American property, and the buyer, which might come out of Indonesia or Thailand or somewhere else, doesn't really matter where in the world, and you help them navigate the world.
Correct.
To make the transaction work.
Absolutely, correct. We do this online and offline. Offline examples, we have partnerships with immigration companies, banks, family offices, and they refer us their clients as well, and then we'll allocate them to whatever the needs are, whether it be in Singapore or US or Canada.
And the online component is sourcing the buyers?
Correct, yes. So, for example, we have a client in Suzhou, China, wants to buy in Singapore. Our immigration partner will help them, do the transaction into Singapore. Our Singapore partner will then help on the real estate side, and the transaction can happen. So,
right, and you're like the little hub in the middle to make sure everything works?
Or like the link, I guess, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
That's eMediaLink, right?
Exactly.
Can understand it. Now, when you think about technology, right, because I think one of the interesting themes of this conference is AI. How do you think about how technology is going to make this whole process easier?
Again, I think with leveraging the portals and leveraging everybody going online, we just are able to connect them everything together. So, for example, in North America, we could have a builder or developer using an online platform to showcase to a wide audience, and the transactions, usually the communication happens online with like WhatsApp, WeChat, as such. So the portals and the online platforms just make it simple. It really makes the world smaller. Whether if someone wants to buy in South America, US, Shanghai, I think technology just makes it a simple process.
I actually think AI is a really cool tool for this problem. Years ago, I used to be involved in a company called List Globally, which we sold, which was at the very early stages of thinking about cross-border transactions. And clearly the issue is if I'm coming out of, say, Singapore buying to the US, or let's pick a different, Thailand buying to the US, I may not be fluent in English, so AI would allow me to chat in my language, and the other end would be interpreted and presented in the language of choice of the agent at the other end. I can then engage AI with all the questions. Do I need a visa? Do I need to buy through a company? So on.
Absolutely.
And I can imagine AI learning so much about this, and clearly over time it will learn more and more, and it can answer the vast majority of the questions that a buyer would have in this process.
Oh, absolutely. So right now we'll try to have strategic partners, let's say in the US, that know the language, maybe know the culture of the inbound client. But with AI, incorporate that, it just makes the process so much easier for the investor, the buyer, on the buyer side, to educate them on the process, educate them on the inventory. And that was very key. We found educate the buyer, whatever country they're going to buy in, so they know what they're buying, what the process is, make it easy, and then connect them with a real person and to transact.
Yeah, and then you help facilitate everything happen. And the business model is one where I guess you clip the ticket along the way and you take a percentage of the commission.
Correct. So on the one side we have a subscription to get the content to showcase on portals. On the other side, the transactions happens and we share and take part of the transaction with a portal, with a real estate company, with an immigration company as such. So try to do both sides.
Okay, Matt, I love what you're doing. I think it's an absolutely needed product. Having personally bought property cross-border, it can be a pain in the backside.
Absolutely. Well,
okay?
Thank you again.
And so thank you very much. And anything you can provide to make that process easier, smoother, and lead to a happier customer. I think one of the interesting themes of the conference is trust.
Absolutely.
And I think what you're doing is super important at creating trust in the process and trust in the outcome. And the more there is of trust, the easier it is for someone to spend their $500,000, $1 million buying a property.
Absolutely.
In a market where they're not comfortable in doing it.
It's trust for the client, it's trust for the person referring the client, so they know the transaction from A to Z is smooth and the outcome is what they wanted, the best
Fantastic.
outcome.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the conference.
Thank you.
It's been great seeing you again.
See you in Bangkok.
Thanks, man.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we'll see you.
Thank you,
Definitely see
Simon.
you in Bangkok.